Welcome to the Lighthouse Theater. Get ready, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson. The Galveston Giant, Jack Johnson. The unapologetic first ever black heavyweight champion, Alexander Usyk. The former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight.
This bout is scheduled.
One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
You couldn't even squeeze through to your seat. This is that.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. They have no respect for each other's punching power. You don't want to trade shots. This is such an amazing theater. So many great concerts have been performed here, but nothing quite like what we're going to see here.
For a fighter walking into a theater, I think this is the closest thing to fighting in a gym, because the people are up close. You can hear people talking ringside. You can hear people jeering, saying how good you are, saying how bad you are. You can hear the pressure, the expectation.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
He just split the guard with another uppercut. A well-placed hook. The straight right just misses. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Johnson in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to...
Nice round, good round.
And there's the bell to start round two. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. They blocked the left there. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Johnson in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look...
Good work, that's it. Now,
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Do you believe what we're seeing? Jab does not score. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
The straight right just misses. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Jab does not score. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talking about Johnson in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
get that jab back. Just boxing. Yes, I like that round. Good round. You feel good?
Here we go to the 4th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Usyk couldn't take anymore, and down he goes. And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you continue.
The referee deems they can continue, but this might be a big mistake.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
They need to turn this around halfway through.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
To make or break a fighter.
You've let him back into it. Get out there. Great work. I love that. I love that.
And there's the bell for round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. He blocks that jab. Counter shot lands. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
To be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The jab can't find a home. They're giving us a high-tempo show. Home with that jab. How about that time counter shot? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Johnson in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Great round. Now relax. Good work for anything. Go back and win the rounds, right?
Let's start the 6. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Straight right just misses. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Talk about Johnson in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round. Here we go, it's round 7. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that? That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
And down goes Alexander Usyk. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did...